And Mike Schleifer joins us again. And Mike, looking at those videos of what happened, other parts of the country, some crazy wild weather, fortunately for us, that really doesn't happen here in Maine too often.
Sam, I got to be honest, it's been tough to see video from a lot of the country the last month, 2 months. Yeah. We've had wildfires, we've had tornadoes, we've had severe winter weather. We've had a lot of issues, but hopefully things will kind of relax as we get into the start of the new year. Now that we have officially reached January 1st, here's a look at all of our precip throughout 2021. We saw deficits just about everywhere in the state of Maine, and of course, since we dealt with a lot of rain on holiday weekend and throughout the summer, it may not have felt that way, but we are still going to start off the new year with a bit of a deficit. We have some catching up to do here, but plenty of active weather on the way, not including or not ignoring rather the upcoming active weather this week. We've got clouds around all of Maine right now, all of New Hampshire dealing with clouds, thick fog. Showers have avoided us for the most part. There is some rain to our south, and we will eventually move some rain through here, and it's all associated with a storm system that's actually bringing some severe weather to parts of the south right now. Parts of Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee up through Kentucky into West Virginia, dealing with flash flooding, dealing with severe thunderstorms. There's even a bit of a tornado risk through the next few hours in those parts of the country. Locally, the big story right now is going to be the dense fog. Visibility being reported between about a quarter of a mile to just a mile across pretty much the entire state. Portsmouth, Kittery down to 0.19 miles. All things considered, I don't think we're going to see big improvements here. In fact, I expect the fog to remain quite dense overnight tonight. Temperatures themselves will not fall much, though, because we have so much moisture around. Expecting low temperatures for most to be above freezing, which is good. I don't think that we have to talk about freezing fog or anything like that. However, colder air does try to start to move across the crown of Maine around midnight or 1 a.m., and that could drop temperatures back by sunrise across northern Maine, where we see our first band of snow set up. So on the backside of the system, we do end up with a little bit of snow as this all moves on through. There's a period of maybe mixing or even some freezing rain tomorrow afternoon between about noon and 3 p.m. But this will end as snow even all the way to the coastline. I know that this particular model doesn't show that, but I just think that the progression of this storm is going to push all of that moisture to the coast, and we end up with just a little bit of snow across southern Maine. Behind this, though, we'll clear things out, and it's going to be very cold to start off the day on Monday, with temperatures back down into the single digits, and we don't really improve that much. By the middle of the day on Monday, we're still talking about temperatures in the teens and 20s. Factor in the gusty northwest winds, it's going to feel quite cold. Cold and windy Monday, but we've got high pressure that returns on Tuesday, and this is going to help to slowly warm things up just a little bit for a lot of us. And then once we get into the day on Wednesday, we track this storm system across the Great Lakes. The storm track itself is going to move up across parts of Quebec, so I don't know that we end up with much other than some rain showers on Wednesday, but there is some signals. There are some signals, rather, for some wintry weather by the end of the week. Seas tomorrow around 2 to 4 feet, northeast wind 10 to 15 knots, gusting to 20 knots. Water temperatures still in the mid to upper 40s, pretty impressive. Cold and windy Monday, cold and bright Tuesday, mostly cloudy, late rain and mix on Wednesday. Mixed snow showers inland on Thursday at the coast. I think this is going to be mostly rain with maybe some mixing on Thursday. And then we watch Friday, because this is the most impressive signal, Sam, that we've had so far for widespread snow in Maine. But it's still 6 days out, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of changes on the way. Long and short of it is just pay attention to the weather this week because it's active.
And Mike, we know you're going to be paying attention to the weather this week, and we'll be sticking by you. Thank you, Mike.